It's no secret that almost everyone uses social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, laptop, or their phone. And with 94% of college students logging onto the internet at least once a day, we have more access than ever. But what we're just beginning to find out is how social media is affecting our personal relationships, day-to-day life, and emotional well-being.
Oh my god, I have to tweet that.
Brittany, a freshman at Monmouth University, is experiencing firsthand how technology comes into play as she enters school.
I'm on Facebook, but I'm supposed to be doing my English homework.
Trying to make new friends and relationships in this connected world.
Walking around on campus, you can't walk past a person without seeing their head buried in their phone or their iPod in their ear. I feel like, in a way, it's harder to make friends, and I hate it because no one says hi to you, no one tries to talk to you, give you a smile, nothing. But I can't really say anything because I do the exact same thing.
I definitely think that social media, things like that, it makes people more scared to talk to people in person.
I feel like people are more connected these days.
I would definitely feel like I'm lost without my phone or Facebook.
Or you talk to people so often on Facebook
Nobody
or
ever
chat,
calls, nobody ever
and
makes
then
phone
in
calls.
real life you can't even talk to them. You're just
Yeah.
You're socially awkward at that point.
I am constantly on my phone on Facebook, I have my laptop, so pretty much throughout my entire day, except for when I'm sleeping, I'm connected.
Brittany is always the last one to finish her makeup because she's always texting.
It's almost like a euphoria knowing that someone's looking at your stuff or commenting on it or thinking about you.
These feelings of euphoria are linked to chemical changes in the brain through the neurotransmitter dopamine. Dopamine activates the brain's pleasure center upon habitual action, causing you to want to repeat that action over and over again. But not all the effects of social media are pleasurable.
When I'm sitting in class and I hear my phone vibrate or I see the light go off, I immediately get anxiety, wondering who's texting me, who's trying to talk to me, is someone mad at me? It's just a whole bundle of stressful emotions going through my head. I sneak my phone all the time.
It's not so much that this generation is impaired in their ability in this way. It's just they've grown up with these things, having them all the time. And I've actually had people say to me, I'm less stressed when I turned it off and realized actually I felt a sense of relief.
Even though our generation tends to have 24-hour connectivity, communicating solely through digital means is not without its pitfalls.
When people send things, you really don't know how they're saying it or what they really mean. It's kind of just you read something and you react to it, whether it's good or bad, and then you get in a fight because you misinterpreted something. Not being face-to-face, you lose the capacity to make as fine a discrimination. It just leaves out a lot of the information that is, I think, we use as human beings to communicate important sort of messages to each other.
Specific types of relationships, like dating, are subject to their own set of obstacles.
I have definitely been broken up with via digital means.
I've never broken up with someone over text message, but I have been denied through text message.
I have, over text, and honestly I think it's a lot better. You don't have to deal with someone face to face. If you cry, they don't see you.
You know, it's easier to tell someone, I heart you, than it is to sit there and look them in the eyes and say, I love you.
If computers or cell phones are really sort of helping you to avoid direct face-to-face, more difficult conversations, it could be a barrier where they're starting to rely on these technologies and have less developed ability to express themselves and communicate directly.
Sometimes online communication leads to more severe consequences. One example is Casey, a senior at Adelphi University, who was harassed by her peers on an anonymous college website.
I took everything to heart. Obviously, you don't want to read mean, nasty things that aren't true about you, or saying that you're ugly or that you have no friends. So it really hit home, and I definitely went into a depression over it. I couldn't trust anyone. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to leave the house because I felt like how the people made me want it to feel. I started to go to my friends, but then again, questioning who was really my friend and who really was going to be there for me was what was the worst, because I didn't know if it was still the same person that I'm venting to could be the one writing this about me. And then it really hit a low, and then I opted to go to therapy. I needed to help myself and really get out of that.
After reaching out for help, things began to look up for Casey.
Speaking to somebody face to face is just definitely the best way to talk to somebody, really. That made me feel so much better. about myself and about what was going on, because she didn't know everybody else in my life. She didn't know, truly what happened, but me venting to her and explaining her my situation, she really, really did care about how I felt. That really is what pulled me through.
I think at the end of the day, if you're really struggling, you're really feeling badly, and the thought occurs to you, maybe I could reach out for some help. Ultimately, the best thing to do is to have a face-to-face interaction. At the same time, online technologies can be ways to access health information. It can be a way to learn where can I get free counseling, or where is there a support group if a person is looking for help.
One thing is certain, technology isn't going away, so it's important we don't abuse it.
I know there are a lot of positive effects from staying connected in technology, for instance, staying in touch with my friends, but I also know that it does harm my schoolwork, and being a college freshman now, I know that it's definitely taking a toll on my grades, and I just hope that I can find the happy medium between the two.
As great and powerful as these technologies are, they are affecting your thinking, your feeling, and your behavior. And I'm encouraging people to consider in what ways are they benefiting my life, and in what ways might they be hindering them, and give some consideration to how you might make some adjustments based on that.
To learn how to take control of your emotional health, both online and off, head to halfofus.com.